Are humans born good, or are we shaped by the world into selfishness and greed? For centuries, this question has puzzled philosophers, leaders, and everyday people. Why do some choose compassion, honesty, and virtue, while others seem drawn to cruelty, envy, or deceit? Mencius, one of the greatest Confucian thinkers, believed that humans are inherently good, that within each of us lies a spark of kindness, empathy, and moral insight. But goodness alone is not enough. It must be nurtured, cultivated, and protected, for the world can tempt us, corrupt us, and cloud the light within. Imagine a life where your natural compassion blossoms, where your choices reflect the best of who you are. A life guided by virtue, wisdom, and the innate goodness within your heart. Today, we will explore the teachings of Mencius to discover how to awaken that goodness and live a life that honors the best of human nature. Mencius, born in ancient China over 2,000 years ago, he became one of the most influential philosophers of Confucianism. He inherited the wisdom of Confucius, but added a revolutionary idea that human beings are born with an innate goodness. From a young age, he observed people, society, and the world around him. He noticed that even in hardship, children show compassion, people instinctively recognize fairness, and kindness can emerge even in the darkest of circumstances. Mencius believed that these seeds of virtue are within us all. They are not given by wealth, status, or external conditions. They are part of our very nature. But like a delicate plant, they must be nurtured. Education, guidance, and conscious effort are needed to allow this goodness to grow, to flourish, and to shape a life of moral integrity. His teachings remind us that the path to a better world begins within ourselves by recognizing and cultivating the goodness that already exists in our hearts. Today, many people question the goodness of human nature. We live in a world filled with selfishness, greed, and conflict. Every day, the news reminds us of injustice, corruption, and cruelty. Social pressures, competition, and the pursuit of personal gain often seem to overshadow acts of kindness and empathy. It is easy to feel cynical, to believe that people are inherently selfish, and that virtue is a rare exception rather than the rule. Yet, deep inside, most of us feel a longing for goodness. We admire honesty, we value compassion, and we are inspired by acts of moral courage. Mencius' teachings challenge the modern skepticism. He asks us to look beyond the surface, to see that these virtues are not accidental or rare. They are part of our very nature. The real problem is not that humans are born bad, but that the world often masks, suppresses, or distorts the goodness within us. If we can recognize it, nurture it, and protect it, then we can rise above cynicism and rediscover the innate goodness that has always been part of us. Leçon 1. Humans are born good. The first lesson from Mencius is profound yet simple. Humans are born good. From the very beginning, we carry within us seeds of virtue, compassion, empathy, a sense of justice, and the capacity to do what is right. Even in young children, we can see glimpses of this innate goodness. A child instinctively reaches out to help another in pain. They feel a natural sense of fairness and a quiet longing to connect with others in kindness. Mencius believed that these qualities are not learned, they are part of our nature. They are the foundation upon which morality, ethics, and society are built. But like a tender plant, these seeds require nurturing. Without care, they may wither. Neglect, harshness, or corruption can cloud their growth. Yet when cultivated, they flourish, leading to acts of courage, generosity, and profound moral insight. Imagine a world where everyone recognized the goodness within themselves and allowed it to guide their actions. A world where empathy shapes our decisions and integrity governs our choices. Mencius reminds us, goodness is not something distant or unattainable. It is already within you. And with awareness and effort, it can guide your life, your relationships, and the legacy you leave in the world. Leçon 2. Nurturing virtue. The second lesson from Mencius is just as essential. Goodness must be nurtured. While we are born with the seeds of virtue, they will not flourish on their own. The world is full of distractions, temptations, and challenges that can cloud our natural inclinations toward kindness and integrity. Education, guidance, and conscious effort are vital. By learning, reflecting, and practicing moral behavior, we allow our innate goodness to grow stronger. Imagine a garden. The soil is rich, and the seeds are planted. But without water, sunlight, and care, they cannot bloom. Similarly, our moral virtues require attention and cultivation. Every act of kindness, every choice to act with honesty, every moment we practice empathy, these are the waters and sunlight that nurture our inner goodness. Mencius teaches us that virtue is contagious. When one person acts with compassion or integrity, it inspires others, creating a ripple effect throughout society. By consciously nurturing our moral nature, we do not only become better individuals, we contribute to a world that reflects the innate goodness within all of us. And this is the heart of his teaching. Goodness is not just a personal ideal, it is a force that, when cultivated, can transform communities, societies, and even generations. Leçon 3. Avoid corruption. The third lesson from Mencius is a warning. Even the most virtuous heart can be clouded by the wrong environment, bad influences, or unchecked desires. Corruption does not arise from human nature itself, but from neglect, harshness, or exposure to vice. When we are surrounded by greed, cruelty, or injustice, our inner goodness can be suppressed, twisted, or forgotten. Mencius teaches that we must recognize these dangers and consciously choose the path of virtue. We must guard our hearts, cultivate healthy habits, and seek guidance from wise teachers and moral examples. Imagine walking along a narrow path through a dark forest. One wrong step can lead you into shadows, yet careful attention, awareness, and guidance can keep you on the path toward light and growth. Our choices matter not only in what we do, but in the environments we embrace, the people we follow, and the thoughts we allow to take root in our minds. By avoiding corruption, by resisting temptation and harmful influences, we protect the innate goodness within us. We create the conditions for virtue to flourish and for our lives to reflect the moral potential we were born with. Mencius reminds us, goodness is not guaranteed, but it can be preserved, strengthened, and shared if we remain vigilant, disciplined, and mindful of our surroundings. Mencius teaches us a timeless truth. Goodness is our birthright. We are born with seeds of compassion, empathy, a natural sense of justice, and the capacity for virtue. But these seeds must be nurtured, protected from corruption, and allowed to flourish. Every choice we make, every act of kindness, every decision to learn, to reflect, to act with integrity, these are the waters and sunlight that help our inner goodness grow. Imagine a life guided by these principles. A life where compassion shapes your actions, where virtue directs your choices, and where the innate goodness within you shines brightly, even amidst a world that can sometimes seem harsh and unjust. By cultivating our moral nature, we not only become better individuals, but we create ripples of goodness that can touch our families, our communities, and the world. The wisdom of Mencius reminds us, the world may challenge us, tempt us, or even try to corrupt us, but the potential for goodness has always been within us, waiting, ready, and capable of guiding our lives toward light, purpose, and meaning. Embrace it, nurture it, and let your innate goodness shine.